overwhelmingly approved by the House of Representatives, but as it heads to the Senate, some are concerned it could have unintended consequences for the very people it's supposed to protect. Ann Schindler is on your side tonight. She's been looking at the bill's implications for teenagers. Ann.
Well, protecting kids from predators is the kind of political no-brainer that Congress tends to approve overwhelmingly. House Bill 1761 is just that. It passed by a vote of 368 to 51. The bill toughens penalties for child pornographers, but critics fear it could also put teens in prison for a mandatory 15 years for doing something that a majority of them do already.
It's rampant.
Teen sexting is a subject most adults don't like to think about.
For parents, it's particularly hard.
But studies have shown that it's commonplace. Dr. David Shesire, a former school psychologist who now works at UF Health, says sexting habits reflect just how much a part of our lives cell phones have become.
Everything is exactly the same except technology has changed. So our culture is different, but kind of our evolution has not changed at all.
With most teen life, from dating to homework, already online, it's no surprise that sexual development has a digital life too. A 2014 Drexel University study found that more than half of undergrads sent sext messages as minors, and that occurred in the pre-Snapchat era.
No parent wants their kids to sext, but they do.
Rob Mason, director of the Public Defender's Juvenile Division, says teen sexting may be impulsive, even unwise, but it doesn't deserve a jail sentence.
We need to be careful not to criminalize it to a 15-year minimum mandatory offense.
That's exactly what the Protecting Against Child Exploitation Act of 2017 would do. It mandates a 15-year mandatory prison sentence for anyone who sends a nude image of a teenager via text. That includes teenagers. Virginia Democrat Bobby Scott, one of the few lawmakers who opposed the bill, noted it makes no allowance for consensual sexting. Even asking for an image would constitute conspiracy, punishable by 15 years.
A 18-year-old boy who asks a 17-year-old girl to send him a picture, it looks like that potentially would qualify.
Attempts to amend the bill to exclude teenagers failed.
We have always had trouble as a culture in talking about sexuality, period, in particularly childhood sexuality.
Dr. Shesire says talking about sexting may be difficult for parents, but he says given the risks, including legal ones, it's a subject they must broach with their kids.
Absent the conversation, these kids are really kind of being set up for harm.
Now, Shesire says there are lots of online resources to help parents start that discussion, and if they can't face it themselves, he suggests they enlist the help of a counselor. We reached out to the local lawmakers, John Rutherford, Ron DeSantis, and Al Lawson, all of whom voted in favor of the bill, to ask them about their vote. We'll post any response we get from them on our website. Back to you.
And thank you. We all remember what happened during Hurricane Matthew. Hundreds of homes damaged by the floodwaters.